Hello everyone, Saturn here discussing intensive agriculture and improved fertilizer technologies in Wiki 3 and how it impacts your nation in the game. So let's get into it. In this video, we're going to talk about two different techs. The first is intensive agriculture. This unlocks a new building called chemical plants. Here you can actually produce fertilizer using iron and sulfur. You can also produce more fertilizer with intensive grazing ranch. This is going to allow you to use some grain and to get some fertilizer as well as some more fabric. This all leads into the unlocking production method of soil-enriched farming. So this is where you use your fertilizer to get more grain. This technology unlocks an Era 3 tech called Improved Fertilizer, which is new production methods again for chemical plants, using more fertilizers for all your farms and pretty much just producing more food and more grain for your nation. Who was the founding father of this technology? It was George Washington Carver in 1897 from the United States discovered the natural fertilizer which would change agriculture forever. He started by using legumes, specifically peas, to help fertilize the soil of a 20-acre farm he was given to restore with his students at the Tuskegee Normal Industrial Institute. They discovered that the peas had a nitrogen-fixing bacteria on their roots, which took nitrogen from the air, converted it into nitrates, which then worked to fertilize the soil. He then switched to using peanuts in their crop rotation experiments and had surrounding farmers try the same, which had amazing results, causing a huge surplus in peanuts, which the farmers then gave to the livestock as feed. The animals in return produced more fertilizer and their overall health improved. Once nitrogen was publicized as a fertilizer, future scientists discovered other chemical compounds that would be used in the Industrial Revolution and chemical plants to make even more effective fertilizers using nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. How do these technologies impact the game? Well, first you'll probably use intensive grazing ranch. This you use a little bit of grain to get a lot more fabric and a little bit of fertilizer, and that fertilizer can then be used as the production methods for your soil-enriched farming on all your farms. What this will do will produce a lot more grain where you don't have to increase the levels of your farms, which you probably don't want to do. You want to focus more on industrializing, and you can do that through your chemical plants, which is nice. You can use iron and sulfur, and you get a lot of good jobs out of this, engineers as well as machinists, and then you produce a lot more fertilizer. However, you tend to get to a point where you're producing probably more fertilizer than you need. I hope that changes in the game. But one way to kind of counteract that a little bit is improve fertilizer. You do get new production methods, which will use even more fertilizer on your farms, but you also do get another method in your chemical plants to make even more fertilizer if you need it. If you like this type of content, put it down in the comments below, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It's free, and as always,
For the swarm.